Everyone, this is Steph from Art by Bedell. Thank you for joining me. I have Junk Journal January, day 8, and the prompt is Blossom. So I have some flowers that I had cut out from the Tim Holtz Alterations die cut. It's a big Z die, 656640 by Sizzix. And I had cut out these flowers. And then I attempted to cut out some thinlets. I have the old Cuttlebug. The thinlets do not work worth a darn for me on that. I did manage to get 2 leaves. This one I ended up having to fussy cut. I struggled and got so frustrated. I said, nope, we're not gonna go there today. So, and then the next thing that I did to prepare for my page is I took some ledger paper and I took an embossing folder and I embossed this and I embossed this. This is just some leaves and this is a stem of flowers. I also cut out my number 8. And let's start on this page over here, which is going to be kind of like our page for our number 8. And we'll pull that out of our signature and set our signature aside. And the first thing that I want to do with this is to emboss, let's see, that's not true. I want to add my emboss that I did with an embossing folder leaf. I'm going to tear that down just like that. And then I'm going to take my applicator and my vintage photo, and I'm just going to try to hit the highlights of this. So if I go lightly enough, I can make it stand out a little bit better. There, that's better. And then I'm also going to take my other applicator and I'm going to ink up the edge. I'm going to do the same with my page. Here we have that. So I can go ahead and glue that part down. And then before I go any further, I want to stitch around the whole outside edge of this piece of paper here. So there I have it all stitched around. And I would like to take my silver embossing and add some embossing down the edge of this page. I'm going to do that with my Versamark pad. Go. That looks pretty cool. And on the bottom of this page, I am going to add, I think, these bigger ones here. So this yellow and this peachy colored paper is a package that I had picked up at Dollar General. And then the off-white color is coffee stain copy paper, Momigami paper. I will go around the outside edge of these flowers and add a little bit of ink. On the back, behind my flower, I want to add some cheesecloth. So I'll just cut me a piece here and pull the layers apart. There, that's better. And then I also want to add some of this thread between the layers of my flowers petals. Just kind of wad that up a little bit, and let's see, how did our layers go on here? I think we went the peach, beige, and I'm going to stagger those, and then I'll do the yellow, and then my layers, my threads, let me see here. Nope, I think I'll put the threads behind the yellow. There we go. And then this one on top. Then I'll lift it all up. I have my little pokey tool. I poke a hole down through the center as near as I can get. It's kind of tough to get in all these layers. Wiggle it around a little bit. And then I have this brad that looks like a screw head on the top. I'm going to have to do these one by one, it looks like, to get them in. It'll help me position everything better anyhow to do them one by one. Making sure I stagger everything. I didn't get this poked in the center. That's better. So there's our flower. Get the cheesecloth behind it. And then we'll just bend the backs of our brad down. And that's going to go on our page just like that. I also have for here a little bit of collage layering that I want to add in there. So I'll ink those pieces up. Just like that and stagger them. And our gratitude and our thought for today is all going to go on the other page, but I was going to put my number 8 on this page. So I think we'll just nestle it right down in there like that. So let's get our 8 put down first. And then our collage pieces will be next. And then we'll put our flower down. Got hung up here a little bit with our flower. So we'll just put some dots all along the outside of it and then more on the middle of it. And that should hold that in place. And there's our bloom. Okay, so I like this page just the way it is. We'll call that done and put it back in our journal. And then the next section we're going to work on is this page. And this is the page that's going to have our thought for the day and our gratitude on it. I have this flower piece that I want to go up the side, but I need something to separate it more. Maybe if I just stamp and emboss with my stamp there. Let's try that out. So I went a little crooked with my stamping. So I'll just take a brush and I'll straighten out my line just a little bit by taking off some of this embossing powder. That's better. And then I'll heat set that. Now the reason I wanted to do 2 was because I didn't think 1 would put enough behind this as far as a background to make it stand out. The next thing I want to put behind there is some of the Mommy paper that's in the flower. I have a piece of this. Here we go. And then if we take our tool and just highlight that flower and get that to stand out a little bit better. There we go. That looks good. Let's do the same thing to this paper. Let's highlight some of these ridges. And then over top of this is going to go the thought for the day. And then down here, I have another one of these flowers. And we are going to put some cheesecloth behind it. That, and some more threads to separate the layers of the flower. Get them bunched up. Let's do each one of the holes in the center of this separately. I don't like this being just a square. I want to mess it up a little bit here. That's better. We put our string, I believe here. Let's check that out. Sure. And then we'll take our brad that we have and poke it through all the layers of the flowers. And I did pre-ink the flowers. When I was doing the other inking, I went through and inked them up. There we go. Now on the other side, I forgot my greenery, so I'll get this added. I'll probably just glue it like right in behind there like that. And then I have my collage element for this side also. down here. And instead of putting, I'm going to put gratitude down here. Maybe this one's too small, so we'll just take that away and just put gratitude right here. Okay, so that's how it's all going to be put down. Let me get our glue out and glue this all together. And the last thing we need to add is our thought for today label. And I was going to put it down here. I need a little space for the gratitude. Then I'm going to have a divider here. So I think I will put it down here and use it as a divider. There we go. So I can do the thought for the day up here and the gratitude down here. And that completes that page also. Nice and simple and easy, fast. Let's put it all back together. And we are all ready for journaling today. So there we go. Thought for today, we have our blooms, 2 of them. And I think it looks pretty good. So thank you for watching. I hope you'll come back and join me again tomorrow for day 9. You have a wonderful day. Bye now.